It is a rainy Thursday in the city of Lagos. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to the conversation here on Lagos Television. I am Abimbola Bello.
Good morning. I am Adebimpe Omotayo. It's raining and it's cold. It's really, really cold. I've been feeling this way since yesterday. Is it the rain, really?
Don't worry, tomorrow is almost here.
Yeah.
You knew where I was going to.
The weekend is almost here.
The weekend is almost here. But I'm enjoying the rain. I prefer it to heat.
Yes, it is better than feeling hot. I am Joy Olu. Welcome to the conversation.
All right, I wish you saw how Adebimpe came into the studio this morning, more or less like she was just coming in from Moscow. And so I can resonate with the fact that, all right, Adebimpe is really, really catching a cold.
And I asked for something. I asked for a cup of coffee.
Unfortunately,
with plenty sugar or honey.
Your tea partner is not around.
Exactly,
today.
he's not here today.
You have to be all by yourself. All right, it promises to be quite an exciting show on the program today. Like we said, it is a rainy day. So please, you know how Lagos is. Usually there will be traffic in some part of town, and this is the time for you to exercise all patience. Remember, you're not the only road user. There are other road users. Drive like you're the only sane person on the roads this morning. All right, let's take our news points for
also,
today.
Let's reach out to fellow Lagosians that this is not the time to pour your waste in your drainages. Please, dispose all your waste properly.
Okay. All right. Of course, we had to quickly chip that in. All right, let's start the news points. I guess it will be appropriate to start with Joy this morning since she's sticking with the federal story today.
Tinubu off to the Tinubu off to UK for 2-week annual leave. President Bola Tinubu will Wednesday, which was yesterday, depart Abuja for the United Kingdom to begin a 2-week vacation. The vacation is part of his yearly leave. Tinubu's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, revealed in a statement yesterday. The statement titled, President Tinubu goes on annual leave. He will use the 2 weeks as a working vacation and a retreat to reflect on his administration's economic reforms. He will return to the country after the leave expires. Sources close to the president had confirmed that he was taking the 2-week leave as part of his annual leave. This trip comes 2 weeks after the president returned from London, where he met with King Charles III. Let me stop it here. What struck me was that they said he will use this to reflect. So it's a leave for sober reflection?
No, he said it's also a working leave.
So he will take files with him.
But something is missing. While he's away,
Who is in charge?
who is in charge? It's not in...
Wasn't stated.
It wasn't stated here.
Well, maybe we will just assume that it is automatic, that once the president or the governor is not on set or is not available, the vice should automatically be in charge. So let's assume that the silence in the press release meant that it was automatic, that Mr. Vice President will be in charge of the country while Mr. President is away on his annual leave until stated otherwise.
Or, since it's a working leave,
He will be
still
working from... But he's on leave. He's on leave. I mean, if you're on leave, it's okay to allow others to superintend. And then if your attention is needed, you can be contacted. Though, yes, a working leave for him, but he's on leave. So
He's
let
not
him
in the
rest and
country.
let him reflect.
Okay.
Like he has said, he will
Not
take
to
this 2
reflect.
weeks.
But
to reflect.
I still don't understand why our leaders keep going abroad. We have,
Beautiful.
yes, beautiful tourist centers here, especially recreation places where they can also go and relax. We have this Ekpe resort. Don't let me start doing adverts for these people. But we have beautiful places here.
Lagos, you can. I guess the president also wants to pay his doctors a visit. You know they have his file. So maybe just to do a little bit of stock taking as to where his health condition is. I'm just saying. So, and the Aso Rock is big enough to actually have your holiday. But maybe if he was in the villa, he won't have a holiday. I'm just playing the devil's advocate this morning.
He has a right to rest.
Okay.
Yes, he has a right to.
Oh,
but
definitely.
it's just this constant, going to London for rest.
Even if we say it from
I'm not
now
saying he
till
cannot
tomorrow,
go, but
I'm not
it
sure it's
happens all
going
the
to change
time.
anytime soon. Okay. Let's take our second story this morning. And I was actually waiting for this. Once I saw fuel queues at some filling stations yesterday, I knew something was up again. And this morning, of course, we do have in the news, NNPCL portal shutdown delays petrol supply, according to marketers. And the report says all marketers have said that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited portal used to purchase petrol has been shut against dealers, making it impossible for them to apply for the commodity purchase. They said marketers are still awaiting over 90 million litres of petrol from the state-owned company. This is valued at about 79 billion naira. The report says the NNPCN spokesperson Olufemi Shoneye said the company shut the portal due to a significant backlog. Shoneye explained that the shutdown became necessary to stop NNPC from holding marketers' capital for too long. He, however, assured marketers that the portal will be reopened after the backlog had been reduced.
With no day,
stated date
stated.
No.
of the reopening.
No. But the report did say that independent marketers said they have over 2,000 tickets yet to be cleared with the NNPC. So at first, when I saw the queues yesterday, I felt, okay, could this be as a result of the October 1 Naira for crude swap? But then this confirmed that it's not about that, but this time it is because the NNPCA portal is shut to marketers. And of course, they will do everything to clear the backlog. But like you ladies rightly pointed out, no timeline was given as to when this will happen. And so it will come back to this issue of over-dependence on the NNPCL. Because if the NNPCL is the off-taker and is the sole distributor, then there is a problem.
We can't continue like this because one day we're happy, another day, we're back on the queues.
Just going in circles.
Exactly.
I don't know, but then it is what it is. We would have to deal with the situation until respite comes. When respite will come, I'm not sure we know.
We thought respite had come when Dangote refinery started operations.
It's like
That's not respite.
it's just like when one problem finishes, another one starts.
Another one is coming up, I know, yeah. So, well, let's see how this will work out at the end of the day.
But why are they shut? Okay, they
explained.
They said
They
it's
want to
because
clear
of the
the
backlog of tickets they have.
And I think for them, if the portal was open, more marketers will make payments.
Yeah.
And of course, NNPCL will be liable for not supplying what you've collected money for.
But Abimbola, how have they been doing it before?
I'm the staff of Lagos Television.
I know. Why were they not shutting portals down before?
Because they were dealing with the backlogs. If we were to go by their
by what they're saying.
Yes.
You
So
know what?
now the
You know what
backlog
I
for
am
them.
thinking? That it's looking like
Let's not preempt.
there's another increase coming.
Well, you cannot preempt.
Another
until-
increase in fuel price is
Adebimpe,
looming.
You're on national television.
So, okay. This is not a fact.
Let's just leave it.
Okay? This is not a
at
fact.
that.
I'm going to leave it.
Let's just leave it.
Because this
at
is that
that.
we are now hearing about shutting down Porter.
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Okay, let's take your story.
Lagos gets 120 million euros support to convert waste to electricity. The Lagos state government said it had received a 120 million euros support fund from the Dutch government to support its waste-to-energy project in partnership with the Dutch firm Harvest Waste Consortium. The Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, said this in a post on X yesterday. Wahab explained that the project would convert part of Lagos waste into electricity at the decommissioned Ekpe landfill, processing 2,500 to 3,000 tons of waste daily out of the 13,000 to 14,000 tons generated in the state. The waste-to-energy project with the Dutch company Harvest Waste is backed by the Dutch government to the tune of about 120 million euros, and we have designated the decommissioned Ekpe landfill for this purpose. It stated that dump sites such as Olushosun and Solus 1, 2, and 3 are in advanced stages of decommissioning, with new landfills being provided to support these projects. Another laudable development by the Lagos state government, turning waste to electricity. This is new in Lagos. Kudos to the Ministry of Environment and Drainage Services.
Yeah, we've always talked about the fact that nothing goes to waste, or nothing should go to waste. And so now that, Lagos State, tons of tons of wastes are generated daily in Lagos. And so rather than, waste the waste. Let's begin to find meaningful use for the waste. And there's one thing that I know that this administration started. I just hope that people can also follow through. The sorting of waste from the homes. It is very important, and it helps. I know there is a lot, but it helps also, the Ministry of the Environment, the PSP operators, when they come to carts, then it will be easier for them to sort when they eventually get to the landfill sites or those other places. That way you know what you're recycling, what you're using for electricity, what you're using to other purposes. And so this is the time that we also need to start getting involved in the waste selection process. I remember the former PS, that Mrs. Odeneye also talked about that she doesn't thrash her food waste. She uses them for her plants as manure. So I think if we start getting it into our heads that, we can always recycle some of these things, we will know that this initiative by the Lagos State government is one that must be commended.
Talking about waste to wealth now, there's this particular residential area here in Lagos that I see this sweepers. I think they have an agreement with that particular estate, and they go in there to sort their waste.
It's money for them.
Yes, it is money for them, and they are so diligent with this.
It's money for them. There are places that you can actually exchange your PET bottles and all of those for some stipend. So if they know,
because by the time
money for them,
they're done, if you see the heat,
they sell some of those things as well. They sell some of those things as well for the granite sellers, those who do the Zobo drinks, that they need all of these things.
We see them at parties. About the time the party is rounding up,
it's money for them. It's money for them. So we must all understand that, not everything should go to waste. All right, those are our news points for today. Let's quickly head to X this morning and take a look at one of our many trending stories. So many stories are trending on the X platform this morning. I don't know, maybe since tomorrow is Friday, if that particular story is trending, maybe we'll bring it up tomorrow. That's about Wizkid and Davido.
What is
that? That is another kettle of fish entirely.
There's something going on.
And if that situation is not looked into, I hope it doesn't generate into something that cannot be handled. But of course, this morning we are headed to Port Harcourt, and Governor Sim Fubara is trending for all the reasons this morning. Governor Sim Fubara says there will be election in Rivers State during the weekend, and he has declared public holidays, 2 days, to restrict movement ahead of River LG polls. Please, I have never heard this before. You declare public holiday. and you restrict movement for local government election
For 2 days.
For 2 days.
Uh-uh.
Please, what's going on? What is life threatening, or what is so serious about this particular situation?
Because I don't understand why we just do things.
You will declare public holiday today and tomorrow.
To shut businesses down.
For an election that is holding on Saturday.
Local government,
not even a state election. What's going on?
He has power.
Governorship power.
He has power.
He has power.
Okay, I really do not understand why this is. And then you are seeking massive turnout when you have asked people to sit at home today and tomorrow, and you're asking them to turn out massively on Saturday to vote for you. Please, in the next 2 days, what's going to happen to them?
I don't know.
All right, let's see how this will pan out at the end of the day. But of course, that is why Governor Sim Fubara is trending on the X platform this morning. While some are condemning the situation outrightly, others are saying, okay, he's the governor. It is a state after all. Let him do whatever he likes with it. All right. Those are our news points as well as our hashtag for today. We will take a quick break. When the conversation returns, we are still on Nigeria at 64. And today, we're turning a searchlight on the economy. How have we fared in the last 64 years? Are we also able to make a projection into what the country should expect in the next 1 year? Our guest is already in the house and he will join us after this break.